Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be comparing two heavy weapons. So the two weapons we're going to be comparing are the M249 and the Petneg. Unfortunately, I don't have the middle two, which are the RPK and the Negev, but I've been hearing amazing things about the RPK and then some not so amazing things. Some people say it's absolutely amazing, some people say it's terrible, and looking at the stats, it doesn't look all too impressive, but perhaps once it's fully modified, it'll look much better. But anyways, we're not talking about the RPK today, we're talking about the M249 and the Petneg. So the M249 is a normal weapon, the Petneg is obviously a legendary weapon, so you have to buy it with real life money. But let's look at the M249 first. The M249 has the silencer, the flashlight, and a sight equipped. Unfortunately, you cannot add a fast clip or a fast mag to the M49 or an extended mag. You don't really need an extended mag since it already has a 100-round holder, which is one of the positive things about heavy weapons. They have massive holders, so you don't have to constantly and continuously just reload. But other than that, they're not as impressive as assault weapons. So when you think heavy, you think more damage, but that's not necessarily true. Most of these heavy weapons have less damage than the AK, they have less damage than the Groza and the AUG, so that's why I use assault weapons more than heavy weapons. But looking at a fully modified M249, it has the stats of 30 damage, 170 accuracy, fire rate of 8.7, holder of 100 rounds, and total ammo of 200. So looking at the stats when comparing them to high tier assault weapons, these stats are pretty mediocre. 30 damage is on the low end of high tier assault weapons. 170 accuracy is pretty terrible. That means it's about 60% accurate, which isn't really great at all. Fire rate of 8.7, also not amazing. So this weapon, pretty typical, nothing too extraordinary. The one positive is it has a 100-round holder, so you will have to reload after about 5 kills, and you could pretty much go forever without having to reload. So now looking at the Petneg, you can't really modify the Petneg all that much. You could obviously put a sight on there. It comes pre-equipped with the trunk, and then you could throw a flashlight on there. Obviously you can't modify the clip because it already has a 100-round holder similar to the M249, but this weapon has the stats of 27 damage, accuracy of 165, fire rate of 14.3, holder of 100 rounds, and total ammo of 200. So once again, really nice holder for this gun. The fire rate is also really quite amazing. Damage and accuracy are pretty terrible, if I'm being honest. Considering it has a flashlight equipped, damage of 27 is pretty bad. It's comparable to the Chris in many ways. Its fast fire rate and its damage is similar to the Chris, but the Chris has much higher accuracy at around 205, so nearly 40 more accuracy on the Chris. So yeah, this weapon is very similar to the Chris. So enough talking about these weapons. Let's go ahead and equip them, see how they perform in a game, and see if we can get a lot of kills. I really know I will like the really large magazines, but other than that, not super impressed with these weapons on paper. Tell me if you guys like using heavy weapons. I don't see people using all that many heavy weapons in game. I've seen people use a fully modified Negev from time to time, but that's about it. Seen the M249 once in a while and the RPK once in a while as well, but I really don't see a lot of people using heavy weapons, and I honestly understand why. Their damage is pretty terrible, their accuracy is pretty terrible, their clips are really nice, but that's about all they have going for them. And when it comes to the Petneg, it also has speed going for it. So yeah, that's about what heavy damage or heavy assault weapon, heavy machine guns, I don't know what to call it, but that's what heavy weapons, or how heavy weapons perform, and let's see how they actually perform in the game. I know I really like the Petneg because of its speed, but even so, it requires like 8 to 9 shots to get a kill, consistent 8 to 9 shots, and that's not super amazing. But let's see if we do let's see if we do any better here. So starting off with the M249, obviously you have a really nice camo skin on here, and this weapon looks really amazing, and it sounds pretty amazing too. I love the sound of this weapon, but yeah, as you could see, it takes a couple, like 5 to 6 rounds to get a kill. Relatively inaccurate, so that's not amazing. But once you're close, you should get pretty efficient kills, and you could go up against a lot of enemies, and you don't have to reload. So always a positive thing there. Died the bullet there. Where did those shots even come from? So yeah, I was talking with one of my subscribers lately about using medkits, and I always try to avoid using medkits until I get to like 50 health, and sometimes that bites me in the ass because I die before I can use my medkit, but sometimes it comes in really handy, and that saves my life. So using a medkit is very strategic, and you got to use it at the right time to last as long as you can. So as you notice right from the get-go, the Petneg, the Petneg has a much faster fire rate than the M249. Damage is a little bit lower, but the fire rate more than makes up for it. Not only at closer distance, but even at farther distances. It fires much more shots, so much more chances of a shot landing over longer distances. So it is no surprise that I will say that the Petneg is obviously a better option than the M249. The M249 isn't terrible. It can be a weapon that can be used up to mid distances, and the good thing about assault weapon or heavy weapons, as I already said, is even at longer distances you don't have to constantly reload, so you'll get at least the kill before having to, you know, reload again and just start all over by running out of ammo before you even get a kill. So that'll never happen with one of these weapons. You'll always get the kill before you run out of ammo. So yeah, that's about it for that. As you could see, the speed definitely works in great favor of the Negev. Let's move back, or not the Negev, the Petneg. And that's one of the reasons I actually like this weapon. I use the Petneg every once in a while. Whenever I want to use speed, I either use the Crisp or the Petneg, and it works beautiful for me. These guys are placing mine very well. They're placing it on the other side, so we can't really disable it, so that's always good to see. Really good tactic right there. But yeah guys, I know I've been bashing on the accuracy, but in the game it's actually not proving to be terrible. It does land a lot of shots, and speed does help with that. But that's about all I have to say for these weapons. If you had to choose between the Petneg and the M249, I would definitely recommend the Petneg. The speed on that weapon is just so incredible, and that's one of the reasons I really like that weapon. But that's about it for this video. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. If you like this type of content in general, hit that subscribe button, as well as the post notification bell. But other than that, I will let you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.